Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Road to the Philippines. It's Danny here. Just starting video number 3. It's November 1st, 2020. Thought I'd take a little break here and work on another video. I got the Chiefs playing the Jets in the background so far. Chiefs are ahead, 21-9. Yeah. Again, as with my other videos, make sure you subscribe, like my videos, share. If there's a bell icon, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of future videos that come out. The reason why I hope to get more viewers and likes and subscriptions. What that'll do is that'll help kind of spread my videos out to other people. I mean, I'm not sure how it works. It's kind of like YouTube magic, I guess. Apparently the more likes and views you get, it kind of puts you in some certain kind of algorithm, and it kind of spits out videos to other people as far as like recommendations. Maybe somebody else is interested on how to get to the Philippines or whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how I get noticed throughout the YouTube world. But I've gotten a couple of likes, a couple of subscribers, and that's super cool. Hope they'll continue coming in. Hope you continue to watch and like my videos. Today's video, I was going to talk about, how Irene and I first, found each other on the internet. Like I mentioned before, I had found her through a dating website. But before I get to the dating website that I actually found her on, I kind of want to talk about the first website that I went on whenever I was first searching for somebody to spend the rest of my life with. Excuse me. It first started out, I was always getting these junk emails from different sources, different dating websites and what have you. And most of the time I would just hit the trash button and move on. But then I was like, you know what, I'm ready to try and meet somebody again. And this was back in, I'm thinking it was August of 2018 is when I first got a membership to ThaiCupid. That's ThaiCupid, one word, .com. And when I first logged on there, I was like, why not? I was it's not gonna hurt anything. I was just kind of curious to see where it would go. Never really expected, to get any responses, from anybody. I was like, Thailand. I mean, that's like on the opposite side of the world. I mean, who's gonna, be interested in talking to somebody like me, that's several thousand miles away. But I just kind of took a leap of faith, and I was like, why not? What the heck? What I got to lose, So I, logged on ThaiCupid.com, and it was free. And it would, when you first log on there, you create an account with them. I guess it's similar to other, dating websites like here in the United States. It asks you, are you male or female? Are you interested in a male or female? It asks you your age, your height, and your weight, and stuff like that. It would ask you, let me think here. They would, the further you got into the profile, it would ask you things like, what is your marital status? You know, of course, you could pick single, divorced, widowed, whatnot. It asks you the age of a person that you're interested in meeting. There's different age ranges you could choose from. It asks you whether or not you have any kids or not. It asks you if you're interested in having more kids. Um, it asks you other things such as your occupation. You know, it wouldn't be specific. It wouldn't ask if you're a registered nurse or a licensed practical nurse or a CNA or whatever. It was more of, for me, it's like, I picked, I worked in the healthcare industry or whatever. Other things it would ask, your income, which, a lot of these you didn't have to answer if you didn't want to. For income, I didn't put anything in there. I just skipped it and went on to the next item. And they were, they're fine with that. With any question on there, you could skip it if you wanted to. They don't care. You could skip all the answers if you wanted, but the more stuff you put in there, it makes it easier for them to match people that are interested in you and whatnot. It asks you if you're interested in having more kids or not. It would ask you if you're willing to relocate to another country, if you're willing to relocate within your country or not locate at all. Well, I chose I was willing to relocate to another country. Let's see, what other things they asked? Asked for your height, your weight, hair color, I think eye color maybe. Your physical appearance, whether you're heavy set, that'd be me. Whether you're athletic or stuff like that. Let's see what else it asks. Oh my, I can't remember everything it asks. Member overview. Just kind of ask you to type in just a little bio of yourself, what you're looking for, and what you're interested in, what kind of person you're seeking or whatever. And and I did that and I filled it out, submitted it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked and overwhelmed at the number of responses that I had gotten. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, within the first day, I had gotten hundreds of responses. Now, the kind of responses that you could get was like, if somebody liked your profile, that was a notification. If somebody sent you a message, that was a notification. If somebody even went on and looked at your profile, you would get notified of who went on and looked at your profile. So you might get 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 notifications from the same person, but I mean, still at the same time, I was getting hundreds of notifications. I mean, within like first couple of days, I had like 400 or 500 notifications. I mean, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, I was like, "Damn, I'm feeling like a superstar." But yeah. So I went on there and I was, I was trying to, log on there and trying to keep up with all these notifications, But the thing is, as far as the free, as far as it being free, you can go on there and you can look and see who is looking, who sent you a message or whatever. But if you wanted to respond, if you wanted to send them a message, then you had to pay for a membership. That was kind of the catch, And you could either do month to month, or you could do like every maybe 3 months, 6 months, or you could do it like annually. Well, I figured, yeah, I got nothing else better to do, so I chose to sign up for it annually. And for like a year membership, it was something like, I don't know, I think it was like $149 maybe, something like that. And I thought, yeah, why not? I got, it's, to me it's entertainment. So I went ahead and got the, year membership. And, I went on there and I'd be chatting, you know. And at first I was trying to be nice, I was trying to respond to every single person that sent me a message. I was trying to be the nice guy. I didn't care what the person looked like or whatever. I was, I was happy. I was flattered that they took the time to read my profile and to send me a message. I thought, wow, that's super cool. But then after a while, it was like, man, I mean, it was like becoming a full time job, just trying to keep up with, you know, hundreds. I mean, literally hundreds of notifications that I was getting, and it was getting overwhelming. I mean, I would be staying up until, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, knowing that I had to get them go to work the next day because I was just. It became an obsession. I mean, really, it was. It was. Yeah, it was crazy. And then after a while, I was like, man, I got to do something different here. I mean, I felt kind of bad. I felt kind of, I felt like I was being superficial. But eventually, it came down to I started weeding through all the notifications based on physical appearance. I know that sounds superficial, but I think one of the first things you notice about a person is how they look. You know, and once I started doing that, I just started skipping. I just started scrolling through and just kind of skipping the ones that I didn't really see myself talking to on a daily basis or whatever. And yeah, that's basically what I did. And even doing that, I still had a hard time keeping up with all these notifications because it was just every day. My phone was just blowing up. Holy moly. I'd have to turn it off because it would just be pinging and ping, 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 all day long. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy. I can't keep up with this. But I met a lot of interesting people on there, and and let me tell you, trying to find Irene in the end was, I swear to God, it was like trying to find a needle within a haystack. The number of people that I communicate with through these dating websites was, you'd be shocked at the number of people, how many people that I communicated with before I met Irene. There's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people that they would ask me for money right off the bat, and that was a major turnoff. That was a major turnoff. If you ask me for money within the first conversation, I'm like, come on, are you serious, really? You're really gonna ask me for money? And I'd be sound like an asshole, but I would go off on some of those people. I was like, are you effing kidding me? Or I don't even know you, and you're asking me for money already. And yeah, on the ThaiCupid website, I could communicate with people on the website, but all you could do was just communicate messages. That's all you could do. You couldn't video chat with them. You couldn't send pictures. You couldn't request pictures or whatever on the website. It doesn't have that capability. But for Thailand, there was a couple of social media outlets or whatever that you could use to communicate with people in Thailand. One, which everybody's familiar with, Facebook Messenger. That was a good source to use, right? And the other one, um, actually there was about no, there was more than just the two. There was one called WhatsApp. WhatsApp was the name of it, and you can communicate, with people from Thailand through that as well. Through that as well. Um, let's see. I think Skype. I think was another one. Um, Another one was called Viber. 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 That one was another one that was used. Um, what else? The main one. There was one main one that was used. It was like almost exclusively to Thailand, and the name of it was called Line. 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 And when I was first, chatting with these women on there, it was like they'd ask me for my line ID, and I was like, line ID. I was like, what the hell is a line ID? I have no idea what are you talking about, line ID. And I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I stopped talking to them or whatever because I didn't know what they were talking about. But eventually, there was more and more people that asked me, they asked me, well, are you willing to, chat with me online? Online, aren't we chatting online right now? But eventually, I was like, okay, Line must be some sort of social media app. So I went on the App Store, and sure enough, I found an app called Line, Line, and logged on there, created an account, and voila! They kind of opened up a whole new world, beyond the ThaiCupid app. And if I met somebody on ThaiCupid that I wanted to further get to know better, I would ask them. It's like, hey, what's your line ID? And all this, and I'd start talking to them on this Line app, and that was kind of interesting. I met a lot of interesting people on that app. Oh Lord. Yeah, it was uncensored. Yeah, the kind of people you met on there would be like, oh this is, I don't know about this. But there was a lot of people I met that were super cool, and um, some people that I would I chatted with for months, and then all of a sudden they disappear. Be like, what the heck? Where'd this person go? I thought we were trying to get to know each other here, and all of a sudden you disappear. Well, I think with a lot of people that log on there, they're talking to, they're not just talking to you, just like I wasn't just talking to them, right? So if they were chatting with 20, 30, 40, 50 other people, I was chatting with other people as well, and I think, when people would disappear, just, where'd this person go? Well, apparently they must have, met somebody special, and they decided, well, okay, I'm done talking to these other people, and they just, literally just disappear, And that was kind of, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of heartbreaking because some people, you start to get to know people, and you want to get to know people further, and like I said, all of a sudden they disappear. It's like, what the hell, man? And that happened numerous times. And I decided, I'm gonna broaden my search. ThaiCupid had that had other websites or dating websites as well. I mean, if you were interested in women from Russia, from Indonesia, from Africa, from the Philippines, I mean, this company owned like several different apps or whatever. And for a fee, of course, you could, log on to these other, uh, websites or whatever, and you could go through the same process, like I did with ThaiCupid. And yeah, after a few weeks of chatting on ThaiCupid, I decided to broaden my search, so to speak. And yeah, and that's what I did. And that is what I'm gonna discuss on my next video. Is what company or what website I went on next to broaden my search. Again, I want to thank you for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy listening to me yak 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 yak. And I hope you continue to follow me on my journey on the road to the Philippines. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like my video, subscribe, and share my video, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.